It's the BA book haul.
What?
It's the BA book haul.
Not made yet.
It's the BA book haul. It was so hard to get those books on the plane.
Oh yeah.
BEA book haul. BEA book haul.
Christina and I just got back from BEA. I have a shitload of books to share with you and I'm gonna do it today. Hello, I'm Christine. It's time for another BEA book haul. Third annual. I don't know if you can call my first BEA book haul a book haul, the one from 2013 when I went alone. And I did like a BEA discussion book haul, but it was a book haul. Fourth annual BEA book haul. Today I have like 18 books to share with you. It's been a big month for books that I really want to read. And when they all come out at once, it's like, what do I read first? I've been reading Artemis and Fury, and I read it like 2 pages a day when I was at BEA. Before my eyes were like, too tired, can't compute, stop reading. I also started to catch back up on the 100. Shit, that's hard to stop watching now. Let's get started, shall we? The first book I have to show you today, as always, is our May book of the month, which I have not read yet. What We Saw by Erin Hartzler. If you don't know, Booksplosion is a monthly book club. Every month we read a book together, and at the end of the month we have a live show where we can discuss the book with all of you guys, and it's super fun. This month I'm working with Disney Hyperion, and they sent me this next book that I'm super excited about, which is The Trials of Apollo by Riordan. Oh my goodness. I am so pumped about this book. I've only gotten to read the first 2 chapters, which I read on the plane, and I loved, and I'm so excited to read more. I have to finish Artemis and Fury, but I just want to read about my husband Percy and his adventures with Apollo, who's been sentenced to a mortal life on Earth by Zeus, and he's in like a teenage body, and I love it. If you don't know about Percy Jackson, I've made about 1 million Percy Jackson videos. I'm gonna leave the playlist in the description. I love Percy. I love Percy. I love Percy. Apparently this is the Costco edition. Wait, what does this mean? Exclusive poster inside. Oh my god, it's an exclusive poster! Tag with plague spirits. You're it, and you're infectious. Have fun with that. Lol. Ooh. I'm putting this on the wall. Yes, I am. Look at it naked. I got the sticker off without any residue. I got the sticker off. I got the sticker off without any residue. Boom! Take that, bitch. Next, I'm also working with Random House this month, and they sent me a bunch of books. The first being the paperback edition of Off the Page by JODI PICOUT and Samantha Van Leer. If you don't remember, last year Off the Page was one of our book of the month. It's this really cute story about a fairy tale that this girl keeps reading over and over because she loves it so much, and one day the prince in the fairy tale starts talking to her like from the pages of the book, and in his point of view he's trapped in this book and he wants to get out, and he wants her to help him get out, and she helps him get out, and this is their adventures with him in our world. It's super fun and super cute. His name is Oliver, her name's Delilah, and now it's out in paperback. This next book is the first one I have here from my BEA pile. The first book I got was one that looked super cool. It's in this like interesting little box thing, and it is Lauren Oliver's new book called Replica. I'm still not sure what it's about, but I know the idea behind it. The book can be read this way, which is Lyra's point of view, like this, or the book can be read this way, which is Gemma's point of view. And you can read one and then read the other, or you can read 1 chapter of Gemma, 1 chapter of Lyra. The story will weave itself together and you'll see different point of views or something. I have no idea what it's actually about. I know that has pretty butterflies. To me, it's giving me like an Orphan Black feel, which is probably not like that at all. But doesn't it kind of give you a clone sort of feel from this cover? Oh, and it's called Replica. So that sounds like a clone to me. Sastra, 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 sastra. Next book I have is another one that was sent to me by Random House. A totally awkward love story by Tom Allen and Lucy IVISON. Some loves are meant to be, others are awkward. So I've gotten the impression that this is going to be about an awkward love story. I've actually started this book as well this past week. I've started like 4 books this past week. You know what that means? That's the start of a slump. I don't want a slump, but I want to finish all 4 of these books. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm definitely gonna finish this, and I'm definitely gonna book talk it. So far, it's about these girls who are in the transition from high school to college. They're talking about wanting to lose their virginity before they go to college. So she wants to find a boyfriend, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the one. She wants it to be someone that she likes. From that, I'm getting the sense that it's kind of gonna be her summer in between high school and college, and what happens when she meets someone and it looks like it's gonna be awkward. It should be fun. It's got that cool hipster font underneath. The next book I have to show you today is A Call to Mr. Fury. A Call to Mr. Fury. A Call to Mr. Fury. I want to read this so bad. I want to finish this so bad. I'm reading it, but I'm reading it too slow for my liking because I've been so busy catching up with life after getting out of BEA and BookCon. Sarah signed it for me. I am just so excited to finish this because I've heard nothing but rave reviews, and I'm already really enjoying it. I'm on page 190. I'm close to page 200. Only 50 more 100 pages to go. I call it Mr. Fury. I call it Mr. Fury. I call it Mr. Fury. Fun fact, did you know Sarah wrote A Court of Thorns and Roses and A Court of Mist and Fury just back to back? The next book I have to show you today is one that is coming out June 7th. The Marked Girl by Lindsay Klingele. If you haven't yet seen, myself, Jessie the Reader, and Catty-tastic were actually in the book trailer for this book. And if you want to watch that, I'm gonna link it here. And then I have a story time about filming that book trailer. I'll link that right here. The book's coming out soon. The next book I have to show you today is one I got at BA. It's not actually a full book. It's a sampler. Ah, samplers. Look, it's in a little bag. It's in a pretty little bag. It's Laini Taylor's new book. Get out. Get out. Strange the Dreamer. Oh no. Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I really like this cover. I like the color scheme. It's very Ravenclaw, is it not? I have no idea what this is going to be about, and I don't really want to know. I'm assuming it's a fantasy, just like A Daughter of Smoke and Bone. I have not finished that series. I read the first 2 books, and they are fantastic. They're brilliantly written. They're just on another level, on another storytelling level. And I'm sure this will not disappoint. This isn't the full book. Just I'm sure this book's going to be huge. Laini Taylor writes big books. On the second SABAA of 12th moon in the city of Weep, a girl fell from the sky. Yep, sounds like Laini Taylor. I gather nothing from that description. Just like from Daughter of Smoke and Bone. No idea what the F that was gonna be about. Still don't really know how to tell you about it. You just have to read it. And it came in a little bag with pins in it. What is the point of being young if you can't ignore all advice? Oh, you youngins. Welcome to Weep. It was impossible, of course, but when did that stop any dreamer from dreaming? I'm very curious about the plot of this book now. I'm sure even if I knew it, I couldn't really tell you. But I'm also sure it's going to be wonderful and brilliant. The next book I got from BEA was a very exciting one, and that is MAFI's new book, Furthermore. Oh, it's so pretty. I have pictures with this book, a lot of different pictures from our photo shoot. If you want to check out the photo shoots we did at BEA, I'll link to my Facebook in the description. It's facebook.com/CMARProductions, except the productions has a Z at the end instead of an S. So we took a bunch of pictures with this book, and Facebook automatically tagged the girl on this cover. One time it tagged it as Kat from Catty-tastic. One time it tagged it as Carmen from Oh the Book Feels. I found it hilarious. Does this look like Kat? I really don't know much about this book. I know that the writing's probably going to be absolutely beautiful because we know Tahara MAFI and we know how she writes in beautiful metaphors that you want plastered on your walls in her beautiful handwriting. And I also know that it has kind of like an Alice in Wonderland feel. I don't know that for sure. Let's see. There are only 3 things that matter to 12-year-old Alice. Oh, her name is Alice. Alice Alexis Queensmeadow. I know it's middle grade, but I know it's something that everyone can enjoy. I'm very excited about it. It's so pretty, and I love Tahara. And look how big it is. The next book I have is one that I got from Jessie of Jessie the Reader, and it's really not a book. It is a short story from Rainbow Rowell, and that is Kindred Spirits by Rainbow Rowell. For older readers. Interesting. Does that mean for older readers like 12-year-olds, or for older readers like 20-year-olds? What is it? It's just... What is this for older readers? It definitely means for older readers like a 9-year-old rather than a 5-year-old. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know much about this story at all, except that it's by Rainbow Rowell, and I love her, and I know a lot of you love her. If you broke Elena's heart, Star Wars would spill out. Oh, I love that. If you broke my heart, what would spill out? A lot of Harry Potter, Chandler Bing, friends, books. Like a library would spill out. The next book I got at BEA is called Signs of You by Emily France. I love that her name is Emily France. It just sounds so posh and sophisticated. Like, Emily France, are you from France? Oh, Emily France graduated from Brown University. Ooh, Emily France is very smart. Ooh, she lives in Colorado. I do like this cover. I think it's very pretty. So Signs of You is about this girl who's lost her mom, and she joins this grief support group. I really enjoy things with grief support groups. Did anyone watch Go On with Matthew Perry? It was this 25-minute comedy, and it was so good and so funny and so heartwarming and wonderful. And then it was canceled after the first season. Anyway, Signs of Youth. She joins this grief support group, and I guess they find this relic. They all touch it, and then she starts seeing her mom in different places, and the other members of the group start seeing their lost loved ones. I think there's a theme of faith through the story, and a few different religious ideas. It just sounded like something that really would make you think in different ways about faith and religion, and I really enjoy books like that. The next book I have, I waited 3 hours in line for this book, A Torch Against the Night. A Torch Against the Night by SABAA TAHIR, which is the second book in the Ember and the Ashes series. I have no idea how long the series is gonna be, but I'm excited. Look at this baby. I'm pumped to read it. I'm a little disappointed that Saba's face isn't here on the back cover to greet me. Like, it is really tiny right there, but I want her face to be life-size. It's like she's here with me. Now it's like, where's Sabaah? Where's Sabaah when I'm reading her book? Because the next book I have is another sampler, but I'm gonna show it to you anyway. That is Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. Now this is like the dinkiest sampler I've ever even seen, actually. It's really, really tiny. But this is Veronica Roth's new book, and I am pumped. Supposedly it has like a Star Wars feel, it's in space. I don't really want to know what it's about at all. I love this cover though. It's beautiful. I love this golden goop. I think it's gorgeous. A universal struggle for power, love, vengeance, and home. On sale 1/17/17. You carve that mark. You carve it. The next book that I have today is History is All You Left Me by Silvera. Last BEA, I came back with More Happy Than Not. I haven't read More Happy Than Not yet because it's called More Happy Than Not and it sounds sad. This is another book that I think is gonna be a little sad, but I also know from people who have read both of them that this is less sad than More Happy Than Not. Silvera is fantastic. I've met him multiple times now and he's great and I wanna read his books. I'm gonna read History Is All You Left Me and I really like the cover and it's signed by Adam. So History Is All You Left Me is about this boy named Griffin and his boyfriend dies. It's about moving on through his grief and relationships and love and life, and I'm excited to read it. The next book I have to show you today is And I Darken by Kiersten White. This is another arc. It's not out yet, but it will be out soon. It comes out in June, and I'm going to be interviewing Kiersten White. I don't know if you've seen Kiersten White at any events before. I met her at a Stephanie Perkins signing. She was also signing her new book. She's hilarious, and she was so much fun to listen to. And I Darken is the first book in a new trilogy from Kiersten White, and it is a gender-bent historical fiction about Vlad the Impaler. If Vlad the Impaler was a woman. So it's the story of this princess, and this princess is brutal. She's dark and gritty and kills people. It sounds amazing. I'm very excited to read it. It's another book I want to read ASAP. I have like 50 ASAP books and it's so hard and it's putting me in like an ASAP book reading slump. Like I'm reading so many books and I'm not finishing any books because I'm trying to read so many at the same time. You know when that happens? I don't know what to do with myself. It's been so long since I finished a book and I hate that feeling that you just haven't finished anything. But I'm reading. I'm just moving forward inch by inch in too many different books at the same time. Must finish a book. My next book was also sent to me by Random House, and this is called The Darkest Corners. And this book sounds really interesting and dark and mysterious. It says the word dark in the title, so obviously it sounds dark. This girl, when she was 9 years old, and her friend witnessed something horrible. I don't know if it was a murder, that's the sense I'm getting, but since the book is mysterious, it's not really letting on exactly what it was. So she witnessed something when she was 9, and her family moved away from the town, but now that she's older, she has all these questions, and stuff doesn't add up from what she saw. So she goes back to try to figure out what happened. And the killer, or the person who orchestrated this horrible event that she witnessed, has not been caught and starts going after her. It sounds really creepy and thriller-like, and I feel like it's just gonna be really refreshing to dive into a story like this because I haven't in so long. Like the last book I remember feeling like this is Michael Connelly's The Poet, and I read that in high school. I just marathoned the entire second season of How to Get Away with Murder. Now I'm out of episodes, so this is really piquing my interest. The next book I have to show you is actually from Cat of Cattastic Shit Got Me, The Winner's Curse by Marie Rutowski. And this is a series that a lot of people have been reading and really enjoying, and I have no idea what it's about. And I don't really want to know, so I'm not gonna read any blurbs from it. I just know that a lot of people like it, and it's a series, and I like this cover. And the next book that I got is another arc of a second book in a series, Jamina, The Illuminate Files 2. If you've been here since last November, you know that Illuminate was our book of the month, and I loved it. And then I met Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman at Y'all West, and they are wonderful. Like, they're hilarious. I'm so excited to read Jamina. The book comes out in November. It's told in the same sort of really cool way that Illuminate was told, except that it looks like it has actual chapters too. The arc isn't as beautiful as that historic Illuminate arc. I got this arc last year at BEA, and this was a fantastic ploy to make me grab this book that I knew nothing about, because damn, it's beautiful as F. This arc, not the same. I'm betting that the book will be beautiful, like the actual book. They'll make us buy it this time, but it's gonna be gorgeous. I'm actually probably gonna wait for the audiobook for this, because I listened to the audiobook of Illuminate and I loved it. And now they've started an audiobook form, I want to continue, because it's like a radio show, and I'm so excited. And last but not least, I was actually probably most excited about this book. I was just waiting for it to come in the mail since I heard that they were gonna send it to me, and that is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. You guys know how much I love Colleen Hoover's book. So much! Like, So it's from the point of view of these two different guys, and they were with this girl, the same girl, at different points in her life. And I don't know how they're gonna relate to each other, but I know it's gonna be crazy and emotional and wonderful. That's what Colleen Hoover does, and she is brilliant at doing it. I am so excited to read it. I think this is one of her best covers too. Look at it, it's so pretty. It looks like Easter. It looks like beauty. It looks gorgeous. I think it comes out in August, but I'm gonna read this as soon as I can. Like, it's killing me that I can't read it right now, because I have to finish one of the 4 books I'm already fucking reading, because this is getting ridiculous. And I'm so excited to read it. I'm so excited to read it. November 9th, when I got that arc in the mail, I was like, oh, I'm probably not gonna be able to read this for a long time. But like, I couldn't not read it. And I just found myself reading it one day, and then I finished it a day later because it was the best. And that is my BEA book haul. And what's the BEA book haul? No. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's the BEA book haul. It's the BEA book haul. Woo! Oh. Hold on. Not to worry. Not to worry, children. We're fine. Everything is fine. This is meant to happen. Is this cute? Does this look like a thumbnail? Nope. Nope. It's the BEA book haul. It's the BEA book haul. It's the BEA book haul. How the fuck did I get these all on a plane? Don't worry, I did it. I only got the BEA ones on. BEA-BOOKHAUL. BEA book haul. For some reason, landscapers feel the need to start mowing lawn the second I start filming. Every time. I hate you. I hate lawnmowers. Just stop mowing lawns. Stop anytime. Can you hear that? Can you hear that lawn mowing nonsense? Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Oh, the lawnmower's leaving. Good.